Hello and thanks for joining in to the I always want to say to the next video, but this is problematic if it's not the current or next video. Anyhow, thanks for being here, thanks for watching. Yeah, the title and the thumbnail already did a lot of the work for me. You already saw what I want to do in the end. The overall process was 3 hours with a little bit of trial and error here. Yeah. What's interesting to say about this? This project was interesting because it didn't go as expected. I had a completely different vision at the beginning than I created in the end. I ran into some challenges or some design challenges. So I was at some point I was thinking, okay, how do I want to do this? Where do I want to go with this? Is this really what I want to do, or do I have another idea? For example, at this point where I am right now, I had the belt, and originally I had an idea of having like fabric or feathers or something stuck from the belt over the breasts. Fairly basic, fairly standard design. So at first I was like, okay, let's do here something a little bit fiery, a little bit something with a little bit of a fire shape or something. And at this point I was, okay, wait, no, this I don't want to do this, let's take a break. And I was, okay, why not feathers? So I made the first feather, and I was thinking, no, just no. So I actually took a break and thought, okay, I'm gonna take a step back and think about what do I really want to do with this. And then, I don't know, it hit me. It was like, I know what set I want to do and what I want to work on, and it turned out to be the set with the tentacles. So next thing I thought, okay, where do I take the design? Where do I take the idea from? And I found maybe done something that inspired me on Discord, in some corners where stuff is lying around. Yeah, so I looked into hentai and found something that clicked, where I was like, okay, this is like a cool idea, I want to do this, or something similar to it. And then I started to see, okay, how do I build the tentacle body? And I finally settled with the basic form you see with the sphere, and the rest is really just extrude and fighting against the coordinate system. I did most of the stuff in the selection coordinate system, so basically I worked with the coordinates from the selected, which wasn't the best idea I ever had, but it worked, even though it frustrated me to no end at some points. But I'd rather not do it again and see if the world coordinates work better. I actually switched in between here and there from the coordinates, so it's more or less a seeing when it's convenient and when it's not convenient. But yeah, this was actually quite of a struggle to move all these parts around and see that they are in the right place. You see me move the free camera, the orthographic view, a lot in this because this was really frustrating at some points. But it's in the end I really like what became of it. And yeah, so this was day 2. I did the first few tentacles around the body. I think I did the first 4 that you see, and I started the 5th, and then I took the break because it was already over an hour, and I usually do this at the morning before I go to work, so yeah, usually break for work or similar. So yeah, this was basically day 1. We're almost at the end of it. Yeah, so I thought, okay, 1 around the arm here, and here we are today, Wednesday, to be precise, because today could also be another day when you watch it, I don't know. So Wednesday was the 3rd day, so I actually managed to do the each day an hour thing again. It's also, the video is about 3 hours, and today I do not have the translation into Death 3D, the import into Death 3D as part of the video. This is really just Hexagon. So yeah, I thought about letting the tentacle creep up to the cheek, but in the end I was like, no, okay, this is too much work right now. I want to actually finish this, and I decided if I have the time at the end, I'm doing it. But I actually was well of an hour at the end. Yeah. The good thing is I had time in between to think about the placing of the tentacles, which helped me just get a good workflow when I really started. And also I changed my my morning ringtone, so when I wake up I'm much more motivated to work on this than before. Interestingly enough. Yeah, also, yeah, if you watch the small clock at the top of the screen at the right edge, you can also guess and which time I'm usually standing up. Okay, so I'm finished with the placing, and the next thing I had to do was I wanted to divide it into 2 parts, inner and outer, for 2 different textures, because I have no idea how to do 2 textures on a single object, so I just cut it into 2. And what you see here going really fast was, I think, about 40 minutes of excruciatingly moving the camera and watching and looking and checking again, and still missing one wrongly clicked, wrongly marked area, or not area, but face. But yeah, I cut the inner part out. Then I had the next big problem. I was there's the wrong part, which I could fix easily by just closing one of the missing things. Anyhow, I tried to use the tool that was mentioned to me, the thing with making it smoothing the texture, but I don't know, it didn't work. And I did the next best thing. I cut up the texture, which also was frustrating as hell, because I took a lot of time to actually make the effort of looking where I place the cuts, and this was a lot of trouble. But I managed in the end, so everything's fine. Yeah, so this is the inner part, and then I marked the outer part to cut up. So I basically cut the tentacles and the centerpiece each. And yeah, then you can see I moved the parts where I needed them. So yeah. It's not really that... It was... yeah, saying it's not really complicated would be a lie. It was rather complicated. So this is it. At the end you have the render with the finished product. I hope you liked it. I will definitely do another part of the tentacle stuff when I have time and the mind for it. So far, thanks for watching and goodbye.